uniforms have arrived. The kids are in them already. The people are going to be screaming for music if those kids do show up at the social.
Yeah?
Oh, and, there we go. Here's most of the dough. I got Tommy to collect it. He's keeping the kids together, pretending to hold a rehearsal down at the local yard.
Go get the rig.
I got it.
Hey, what time's the break?
Well, 9:40 from the junction.
Well, it's not even 8:30 yet.
Look, Greg, you want to total whirl around here and get yourself caught up in a bunny trap? Well, that's fine with me. But I'm going. I'm here.
Okay, look, I'll meet you at the hotel in plenty of time. Now go get the rig.
Got it.
Miss Marion, you're late.
But I thought you said 15 minutes.
Well, what I meant was that you were about 26 years too late. Took you all this time to get to the footbridge with the fella.
Well, to tell you the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh?
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to find it easier to think clearly when not under the spell of your salesmanship.
Miss Marion, surely you don't believe I've been trying to sell you anything because
You've given me something. That's why I decided to come.
I don't recall giving you anything.
Oh, yes, you have. Something beautiful. That's why I came, and I'm glad. Please don't be afraid that I expect too much more. One cannot expect a traveling salesman to stay put. I know there have been many ports of call, and there will be many, many more. That's no reason for me not to be grateful to you for what you will have left behind.
Marion,
There were bells on the hill, but I never saw them ringing. No, I never heard them yell till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw them ringing. No, I never saw them at all till there was you. And there was music, and there were wonderful roses. They tell me in sweet, fragrant meadows of dawn and dew. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you.
There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you. There's a lot of things you don't know about. Excuse me, I'm expecting a cable from Hector Berlioz. This could be it.
Brothers, what are you doing? Who's the salesman here, Craig? Sounds like she's selling your buying.
Look, I keep her off balance, didn't I?
Off balance? Off balance? She is so far off balance you can't tell her between a cat boat and a hurricane, Craig.
Listen, Mr. I've come up through the ranks in this skirmish. I am not resigning out my commission.
But you can't get anywhere out here on the footbridge, Craig.
Look, Morris, there's a place over at Madison Picnic Park, near the Sociable. Makes this footbridge look like an old lady's home. Now beat it. Go get the rig.
I got it.
Never a peaceful minute in the music business. Now, where were we?
You were about to tell me what I don't know about you.
We really don't have to go into that just now, do we?
No, or ever for that matter, Harold. The librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately, but she did plenty when you first came here.
Oh, about what?
About Professor Harold Hill, Gary Conservatory of Music, gold medal class of '05. Harold, there was no Gary Conservatory in '05.
There most certainly was.
The town wasn't even built till '06. I'll see you at the sociable later.
So you knew all the time?
Since July 7th, 3 days after you came. I tore this page out of the Indiana Journal. It was originally intended to use against you, but now I give it to you with all my heart.
But if you knew all the time, what? While 110 cornets played the air, then I modestly took my place as the one and only bass, and I oompahd up and down the square.
Good night, my son. Good night, my love.
While 110 cornets were close at hand, there were horns of every shape and kind. Sweet dreams be yours if dreams there be.
While 110 cornets blazed away,
I wish I lay and I wish I might. Now good night, my someone, good night.
Stay back! Stay! Stay back! Greg, Greg, this guy's crazy. He's going around town stealing everything.
All sound crazy. Missed my train and probably lost my job. But I got you now, Bill, and you'll pay. You be in a clink right now. I hadn't been to that piano teacher. Well, I told her all about you. And what did she do? Lily gagged me around town till I couldn't get to shit. Little dried up man-hungry doxy. Round hill fizz, get it?
Oh, get out of here or I'll kill you, you dirty mouth! Get out of here!
Well,
Take this
bully,
with you!
you big blow-up. Who do you think you're protecting?
Get out of here!
You never even knew the territory.
Greg! Come on, let's go. We have to hurry. Come on, come on.
other dickheads that you're being swindled out of your eye teeth right now? Why, this very minute, there's a burglar in the bedroom while you're filming in the parlor. I'm talking about Harold Hill, road agent, highwayman, pickpocket.
Pickpocket?
Same thing. He's had his hand in your wallet, mister. And yours, madam. And even yours, little lady. Ever since the first moment he came to this town. Why, there's more documented evidence than you'll ever have time to read. There isn't any band. There never has been any band. And there never will be any band. And unless you hunt this man down like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill either. He'll be like straight out of town. Now, do you believe me? Oh, wait.
Look back.
Money back, I want his house. And when you get him, bring him back to the schoolhouse.
Sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
What's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
Well, actually, the other thing isn't any of your business now that I think of it.
I wish he'd never come to River City.
Oh, no, you don't, Vincent.
Sister, you believe him?
I believe everything he ever said.
But he promised us.
I know what he promised us. And it all happened just like he said. The flags, the lights, the colors, the symbols.
What was all that?
In the way every kid in this town walked around through the sun and looked and acted. Especially you. And the parents, too. Does Mama wish he'd never come to River City?
Well, you did, don't you?
No, Winthrop. Now go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor. Hurry up.
I can't.
Why not?
For the first time in my life, I've got my foot caught in the
There was love all around, but I never heard it sing. No, I never heard it end. So there was you.
rest assured, fellow River Citizens, that as your mayor, I've tried to stop these dire happenings from happening. Now, this snake in our bosom has surely been misapprehended by this time. And always remember that I tried to stop this. Always. Fourscore.
Don't need our money back. Let's do it. $300 for uniforms. Just not.
Have you seen them uniforms? Yes.
He's slippery, I told you.
Well, I haven't seen a uniform or my voice since just after supper.
He's a kidnapper.
Fine situation here.
407 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has cut down Professor Harold Hill. And if there are those, as I have heard, who are boiling tongue of red feathers, I will not say them nay.
Well, I should think there ought to be some of you who could forget our everlasting, Iowa stubborn, chip on the shoulder arrogance long enough to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Well, do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful to him for what he's brought here. And if so, I should think you honestly want to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there's anybody in this hall who does not think this man Hill should be tarred and feathered, let him stand up. You Layla, sit down. Standing there like a coat of Shropshire sheep. But have you people forgotten how you bought expensive uniforms, high-priced band instruments, and technical instruction booklets? Have you forgotten the clear understanding and warranty that your children will be taught how to play in a band? Well, where's the band? Where's the band?
Think, man. Think.
good for you, sir.
Why not? What's the matter with credit?
It's old-fashioned. Charlie, you're an anvil salesman. Your firm give credit? Why, no, sir. Nor anybody else. Cash for the merchandise. Cash for the button hooks.
Cash for the cotton goods. Cash for the hard goods.
Cash for the fancy goods. Cash for the soft goods.
Cash for the noggins and the piggins and the Perkins.
Cash for the hogshead, cast and demi-john. Cash for the crackers and the pickles and the fly.
What are you talking? 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 Where do you get it? What are you talking?
You can talk, you can bicker. You can talk, you can bicker. You can talk, bicker. Talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory.
It's the Model T Ford. Made the trouble, made the people want to go, want to get up and go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 22, 23 miles to the seat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's gonna got your nice little bitty 2x4 kind of store anymore?
What are you talking? What are you talking?
Where do you get it?
At the Model T at home, take a gander at the store, at the Waterton store, at the present day store, at the present day modern, departmentalized grocery store.
What are you talking? What are you talking? What are you talking? What are you talking? What are you talking?
Where do you get it?
What are you talking? What are you talking? What are you talking?
Where do you get it? Talk, you can bicker. You can talk, you can bicker. You can talk. Bicker. You can talk till you want it, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory.
Why? It's the you need a biscuit made of trouble. You need it for the crackers in a package. You need a biscuit in the airtight sanitary package made of the Cracker Barrel. Obsolete.
Speckle girl went out the window with the mail. Now she got blood. Turned on the stove. Changed the approach of the traveling sales. Made it pretty hard.
No, it didn't, but you gotta know the territory.
Gone with the hogshead, cast in, demi-john. Gone with the sugar barrel, pickle barrel, and milk barrel. Gone with the top and the barrel and the dish.
Ever met a fella by the name of Hell?
Hill.
No!
Just a minute.
Never heard of any salesman. Now he doesn't know the territory.
What's the fellow's line?
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
Or the Cracker Barrel being obsolete. Or the Union Biscuit in the airtight sanitary package of the Model T Ford.
Just a minute.
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
Or a doggone thing. He's just the big beat bell ring, a big break, making nothing next one. Every time a bullseye salesman. There's a Harold Hill.
What's his line?
What's his law?
He's a fake, and he doesn't know the territory.
What are you talking? He's a music man.
He's a what?
He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town. The big trombones and the rat-a-tat drums. Big breast bass. The piccolo uniforms too, with the shiny gold braid on the coat. The big red stripe with it right out.
Well, I don't know much about that, but I do know you can't make a living selling big trombones. No, sir.
Rather than pinks,
Perhaps, and him and them are Jews on.
no, the fellow sells bands. Boy bands. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king, and he dallies and he gathers, and he pucks and he shines. When the man dances, certainly boys, what else? The papa pays him. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir.
Why, he doesn't know the territory.
We're across the state line in the highway. River City, population 2,212. Cigarettes are illegal in this state. Ford!
All right, if you're all through, I'll tell you about Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill?
Well, never saw him in my life, but I know this much. He's given each one of us a black eye. After he's worked the town over, the next salesman to arrive is automatically tarred and feathered and rolled out to the city limits on a rail. Do you think that's funny? Well, you wait till it happens to you. Your hair never grows back. Because in order to sell band instruments and uniforms and instruction booklets, he has to guarantee to teach those kids to play.
Well,
And to form them kids into a band with himself as their leader.
what's wrong with that?
He don't know one note from another. That's what's wrong with that. And he can't tell, well, a bass drum from a pipe organ. I can't tell if that's swindling 2-bit thimble rigger, a Oh, and when I do, I'll squeal on him so loud.
Wow, you're a man, Charlie. You'd like to be there when you meet up with that guy.
Well, won't be on this trip. Not I, anyway. Even the great Professor Harold Hill wouldn't try and sell these neck-bowed Hawkeyes out here.
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try.
I don't believe I caught your name.
I don't believe I dropped it.
Excuse me, ma'am. We're the center of town.
Well, we're right in the middle of town.
Excuse me, sir. Could you tell me where I can find a good hotel?
Try the Plumber House in Chicago.
Excuse me, sir. Could you tell me what you do in your town for excitement? Time your own business.
You are in Iowa.
Iowa? I thought you folks preferred to call it Iowa.
We do. You are in
Iowa. Yes. Well, you surely know how to make a man feel welcome.
There's nothing happening about the Iowa way to treat you when we treat you. There's an Iowa, a special chip on the shoulder, attitude we've never been without.
We can be cold as a falling thermometer in December if you ask about our weather in July.
And we're so by God's stubborn we could stand touching noses.
For a week at a time and never see eye to eye.
So what the heck? You're welcome. Join us at the picnic.
All the food you bring yourself.
You really ought to give Iowa a try.
But if you were called.
Good morning, Ashton.
Good morning, Mary Jen.
It is if you want to go around in your drawers all day.
And there I was in Madison Hospital, and nobody come to see me. Cousin Will never come. Aunt Bertha never come.
Your Aunt Bertha's dead.
Well, she wouldn't have come anyway.
We can be cold as a falling thermometer in December if you ask about our weather in July. And we're so by God's stubborn we can stand touching noses for a week at a time and never see eye to eye. Want to give you our shares and all that to go with it. If your crop should happen to
What the heck? You're welcome. Glad to have you with us.
Even though we may not ever mention it again.
you really ought to give Iowa, Dubuque, Des Moines, Davenport, Marshalltown, Mason City, Kira, Ames, Clear Lake. Ought to give Iowa a try.
Excuse me, Mr. Squires. Yes. I'm interested in a rig for Sunday if you could accommodate me.
And I expect you should see the man in charge of hiring rigs. As late as usual.
Hey, Gregory! Marcella! You old son of a
pulls the name, Harold Hill.
Oh, what are you doing here? Why'd you let me know you was coming?
I didn't know it was myself. Besides, how'd I know I'd end up running into you in a little tank town like this? You were a pretty big slicker when I was in business with you.
Too many cliches the way you were, Craig. Besides, I found me a nice, comfortable girl. Ethel Toffenmeyer, boss's niece.
Gone legitimate, huh? I knew you'd come to no good.
Oh, so what's the pitch? You're not back in the band business again.
Yeah.
Well, last I heard you was in steam automobiles.
Well, I was.
Well, what happened?
Someone actually invented me.
Oh,
Give me the lowdown here, Mars.
oh, you'll never get anywhere with these stubborn islands, Greg. Besides, there's a stuck-up music teacher that'll expose you before you get your grip intact.
Male or female?
Oh, the music teacher, she's the librarian. Female.
Female. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to hear. Now, if you see her going by, you be sure you point her out to me.
So, how are you gonna start the pitch?
Oh, same as always. You know, keep the music teacher off balance. And then my next big step is going to be to get your town out of the serious trouble it's in.
But River City isn't in any trouble, Greg.
And Mars, we have to create something. We have to create a desperate need for a boys' band. You remember? Now, what's new around here? What can I use?
Over here, Greg. Well, nothing. Oh, except the billiard parlor just put in a new pool table.
Y'all never had a pool table here before?
Oh, no, only billiards.
Well, that'll do. All right, I'll see you later, Mars. Now, if you see that music teacher, be sure you, point her out to me.
Point? Okay.
All right, thanks a lot. Excuse me, sir, you're Mr. Dunlop. Excuse me, sir. Either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a theater player, certainly mighty proud to say I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider that the hours I spend with the cue in my hand are golden. Help me cultivate horse sense with a cool head and a keen eye. Did you ever take and try to find an ironclad lead from yourself from a three-rail billiard shot? But just as I say, it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score in the fault-line game. I say that any move can take and shove a ball in a pocket. I call that slot. First big step on the road to the depths of degradation. I say first, medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pitchback suit. And listen to some big out-of-town Jasper hear him tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trot race, no, but a race where they sit down right on the horse. I see some stuck-up jockey boy sitting on Dan Patch, make blood boil, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in the table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum. With a capital B that rhymes with P, that stands for poor. And all week long, your River City youth will be frittered away. I say your young men will be frittered away in their noontime, supper time, short time too. With the ball in the pocket, never mind getting the dang on. It's pulled to the screen door, patched to the bee sting. Never mind pumping any water to your parents you're caught with a sister and empty on a Saturday night. That's trouble. Yes, you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the knickerbockers, certain tell young ones, peeking in the pool hall window after school. You got trouble, folks. Right here in River City. Trouble with the capital T that rhymes with P that stands for pool. Now I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm going to be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that hall of trying out Bevo, trying out Cubas, trying out tailor-made like cigarette beanies, and bragging all about how they're going to cover up telltale breathless sins. One fine night, they leave the pool hall, headed for the dance at the armory, libertine men and scarlet women, and ragtime. Shameless news that'll wrap your son, your daughter to the arms of the jungle, animal instinct, mass hysteria. Friends, the idle brain is a devil's playground trouble. Right here in your city, with a capital T that rhymes with P that stands for pool. We surely got trouble. Right here in your city. Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school. Mothers of River City, heed that warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dial knob hidden in the corn crib? Is he starting to memorize jokes from Captain Billy's Whiz Bang? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell. Aha! And so's your old man. Well, if so, my friends, we got trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
With a capital T that rhymes with P that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
Remember the Maine, Plymouth Rock, and the Golden Rule. Oh, we got trouble. One terrible, terrible trouble. That gang with the 15 number ball is devil tool.
Devil's tool.
Oh, yes, we got trouble, trouble, trouble.
Oh, yes, we got trouble here.
With the T. Not with P. It's the pool.
That stands for
Right here in River City.
right here.
You better talk to the mayor.
That you, Doctor?
Yes, Mama.
Keep on, Amaryllis. I'll be there in a minute. Hello, Mama.
Fine, dear. Now your exercises.
Yes,
I don't remember the library being open last 4th of July.
It was, Mama, all evening. Come on, Mama. A man with a suitcase has been following me all over town.
Oh,
Well, I never saw him before.
did he say anything?
He tried.
Did you say anything?
Of course not, Mama. Now don't dawdle, Amaryllis. Sol, do, la, re, ti, mi, a little slower, and please keep the fingers curved as nice and high as you possibly can. Don't get faster, dear.
If you don't mind my saying so, it wouldn't have hurt you to find what the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Well, excuse me for living, but I never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with that same old comment about the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mom, as long as the Madison Public Library was entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I cannot my concern that the ladies of River City keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, when a woman has a husband and you've got none, why should she take advice from you? Even if you can't quote Balzac and Shakespeare and all them other highfalutin Greeks.
Mom, and if you don't mind my saying so, you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
No, I haven't changed the subject. I was talking about that stranger.
What stranger?
Get maybe your very last chance.
Mama, if you think that I'd allow a common masher, now really, Mama, I have my standards where men are concerned, and I have no intention.
I know all about your standards, and if you don't mind my saying so, there's not a man alive who could hope to measure up to that slender Paul Bunyan's age. Can't you know Webster? You can count it for yourself. And your Irish imagination, your Irish stubbornness, and your library full of books.
Well, that is the best I've ever heard.
thank you.
May I have a...
May I have a drink, please?
Yes, dear.
Winthrop, it's after dark. Now, is that the way to walk into a house?
Hello.
That won't do at all. I'll have a kiss from me, boy. that young lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop.
Winthrop, where's your manners?
I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you please come? I would especially like it very much if you come. Winthrop?
Well, Winthrop, Amaryllis asked you to her party. Now, are you going or aren't ya?
No.
No what?
No, thank you.
You know the little girl's name.
He won't say Amaryllis because of the S, because of his lisp. He's ashamed.
Now, we know all about his lisp, Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop?
I'll bet he won't say it. No, thank you, Amaryllis. Amaryllis! Amaryllis! He's crying. Why does he get so mad at people just because he lisps?
It's not only because he lisps. That's just part of it, Amaryllis.
What's the other part?
Never mind, dear. It's just that he never talks very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
No. We all have to be a little patient.
I'm patient, even though he doesn't ever talk to me. But I do him. Every night on the evening star, I say goodnight to him. You have to do it the very second you see it, too, or it doesn't count. Good night, my one dog. Good night. Sleep tight.
I'm sure we're all very grateful to my wife, Yelena McKechnie, for her fine singing, and to J.C. Squires for his very artistic class. And also to Ethel Toffmeyer, our fine piano player. And now, as Mayor of River City, I would like to welcome all you fine river citizens to these 4th of July exercises held inside of Madison Gymnasium on account of the weather. 407 years. Thank you. 407 years. The school board will now present a patriotic tablet. The school board will not present a patriotic tablet. Some disagreement about costumes, I'm sure. Instead, the Watanyi girls of the local little automobile with me will present a spectacle of my wife. In which my wife, Yelena McKechnie, will take a leading part. Yelena, girls. another ruffian who is a disgrace to our city. Score and 7 years ago, our forefathers. The Payne's fireworks spectacle, last days of Pompeii, will take place at 9:30, providing the rain stops. It'll be out at Madison Picnic Park in the far meadow across the creek from the best house.
Well, how can it be raining? Didn't the Gazette predict that?
Sure it is, Jerry. That's why we don't prepare for the storm.
You said it's accurate most of the time, and you know still what She's late, all right. She's going right on time. What's the matter with you? What? There's nothing wrong with my wife. Hell, you
We heard there's a pool table in town.
Allow me to get along with the exercises?
Man, shit, if we don't want any more exercises, do we get this pool table bad as that?
No, see here!
Let's protect our children! Resist any corruption! Smite that devil! And keep our young boys pure! Friends, listen! May I have your attention, please? Attention, please! I can deal with this trouble, friends, with a wave of this hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize for the City Boys Band. Oh, think, my friends, how could any pool table ever hope to compete with a gold trombone? Remember, my friends, what a handful of trumpet players did to the famous walls of Jericho? Oh, billiard falling balls come tumbling down. My friends, oh yes, I mean a boys band, do you hear me? River City's gotta have a boys band, and I mean she needs it today. Professor Harold Hill's on hand, River City's gonna have a boys band. So as the Lord made little green apples, that band's gonna be in uniform. Jump, look, take, fret, and you'll see the glitter of crashing cymbals, and the thundering of rolling drums, and the shimmer of trumpets. Ta-ta-da! Something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed when Gilmore, Liver Rider, Pat Conway the Great Korea Tour, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. Well, 110 cornets were roasted. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 strong, both copper-ring sun, with 110 cornets right behind. There were more than 1,000 reeds, springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were compromise, Tiffany, and horse platoons, thundering, thundering all along the way. Double bell, euphoniums, and big bassoons. Each bassoon having its big fat set. There were 50 mounted cannon in the battery, thundering, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size, trumpeters improvising full octave higher than the score.
Professor. Have to make an example of him. Ringleader, you know, when he does, that gang does.
Yo, wild kid ya. Hang around the oldest girl. His father's one of them day laborers south of town. The wild kid ya. Tagging down Main Street after oldest girl last Sunday.
I wasn't even tagging.
Don't you contradict me.
We're just walking together. Keep quiet.
I know what you do. Little Gracie singing. Now you listen to me, boy. I heard about you get around that oldest girl one more time. Well, you'll hear from me till Houlet rails. Hill, talk to you about this bad thing Monday morning over at City Hall at 10 o'clock sharp. But man, I want that spellbound experience.
Constable, I'll be responsible for the young boy.
You don't know this kid. He's tough. He's probably got a gang waiting outside.
Oh, I'll be careful. Tommy, I want to talk to you about the band.
Oh, gee, Professor. That's for the little kids.
No, Tommy, what about you playing in the band? You're, mechanically minded, aren't you? You ever done anything with, say, perpetual motion?
Nearly had it a couple times.
You did? Then, Tommy, you're my man. Do you realize that no one has ever invented a music holder for a marching piccolo player? There's nowhere to hang the music.
Oh, gee, well, I wonder where I can get some wire from.
Look in your cellar. That's where people keep wire. Oh, Tommy.
Yes, sir.
Now, Constable, I'll show you how to break up a gang. Oh, young lady. Young Miss Yes You. What's your name?
Anita, I didn't have any idea you was breaking into me. God.
Zanita. Do you know Tommy Gillis?
Well,
Tommy, this is Anita. Escort the lovely young lady home.
Only excepting I'm not going home. I gotta go to the library. God.
Then, Tommy, escort the lovely young lady home by way of the library. By way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir.
Do I have to? Oh, you have to.
Yes, sir.
God.
Professor, you're a pretty bright young fellow, but you made a couple of mistakes, though.
Oh, what were they?
The mayor owns that billiard parlor and that pool table.
What was my other mistake?
That's Anita, is the mayor's oldest daughter.
Just a minute, Professor. We need your credentials. We're the school board.
Academic certificate.
Nothing of the kind. We need letters and papers.
Make him put up a five.
Gentlemen, what is this I'm hearing? You, sir, say,
Ice cream. Ice cream. But I don't see you, man. That's all.
down here, ice cream.
Ice cream.
Talk slow,
Ice cream.
You see, gentlemen, singing is only sustained talking. Now you right here.
Ice cream.
Now you right here.
Ice cream.
Now you, sir. Ice cream. Ladies, from now on, you'll never see one of these men without the other three.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. Why, they've hated each other for 15 years. Oh,
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
include a committee on the dance and Mrs. Shin, your foot, the way you raised it just now.
Well, I have a bunion there that bothers.
Oh, what grace, what natural flow of rhythm, what expression, line, and movement.
Mr. Hill.
You must accept the chairmanship for the ladies for the auxiliary for the classic dance. Mustn't she, ladies? Every move you make, Mrs. Shin, bespeaks no sortie. Will you please say yes, Mrs. Shin?
You lady, what catch me shoe. Oh, well, that is dancing. Well, yes, indeed.
Thank you, Mrs. Shin. And now for the young lady who plays the piano, Miss Marion Peru, I believe. Well, after all, she is the librarian.
Pick little top little, pick little top little, tick tick tick, tug a lot, pick a little more, pick little top little, pick little top little, tick tick tick, tug a lot, pick a little more, pick little top little, pick little top little, tick tick tick, tug a lot, pick a little more, pick little top little, pick little top little, tick 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 tick, pick little top little, pick little top little, tick tick tick, tug a lot, pick a little more, pick little top little, pick little top little, tick tick tick, tug a lot, pick a little more, yes sir, tick tick tick, tug a lot, pick a little more, oh, tick 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 tick, pick a little more.
I'll tell. She made brazen overtures to a man who never had a friend in this town till she came here. Old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison? Madison Gymnasium, Madison Picnic Park, Madison Hospital, that same Miser Madison?
Exactly. Who does he think he is, anyway?
Well, I should say, show off. He gave the town the library too, didn't he?
That's just it. When he died, he gave it to the library and left all the books to her. She was seen going and coming from his place.
Oh yes, she made brazen overtures. And tick tick tick, tick a lot, tick a lot, tick a little later ride, a silver coin, tick 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 a lot. Just going down and you, well, Chelsea tennis, all this team, here, growing Washington. He left River City, the library building, and he left all the bells to her.
Certainly, gentlemen. I have exactly what you need over my hotel. If you'll just follow me this way. Oh, 1 second. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. It's all right. I know everything and it doesn't make any difference.
What are you talking about?
Well, you were probably very young and anyone can make a mistake.
What?
No apologies, no explanations, please. I'll only be in town a short while and, the sadder but wiser girl for me.
Please make your selection and leave.
Well, I already have.
Well, what would you like to take out?
The librarian.
Please.
The librarian. You're not listening, Marion. Look. Marion. Marbles. 6 Steelies, 8 Aggies, and a dozen Pee-wees. And one big lassie with American flag in the middle. I think I'll drop them.
No!
Madam Librarian. What can I do? Light. to catch your ear. I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marian, heaven help us if the library caught on fire and the volunteer homes brigade had to whisper the news to Mary. Madam Librarian. What can I say, my dear, to make it clear? I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marian, if I stumbled and I busted my whatchamacallit, I could lie on the floor unnoticed till my body had turned to carrion. Madam Librarian. Now in the moonlight, a man could sing it in the moonlight. And a man would know that his darling had every word of his song. But when I try in here to tell you, dear, I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marian, it's a long lost cause I can never win. For the civilized world accepts his unforgivable sins. And he's talking out loud with vanity, Librarian, such as Madam Librarian. I love you madly, madly, madam librarian. Marion, it's a long lost cause I can never win. For the civilized world accepts as unforgivable sin. And he's talking out loud with that librarian such as mine. Read the ladies' dance committee these Tuesday nights in the high school. Marshmallow? Madam Librarian. Read. Let's see, Tommy. Miss Peru, do you realize that you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I don't know if I understand you entirely, Professor.
Well, you see, if your son has that same firm chin and those splendid cheek muscles, well, by George. Not that he can ever really be great or anything, you understand?
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Bridget, why not?
Well, you see, all the really great cornet players, well, they were Irish. Oh, Clark, oh, Mendez, oh, Brown.
But Professor, we are Irish!
No. No, really. Then that clinches it, Miss Peru. Just sign here. That'll be $17 earnest money. And nothing more due until the first installment, which is payable at the opening of band practice. And of course, I'll need the boy's measurements for his band uniform.
His uniform?
Hello, son. Well, certainly his uniform. And on penny new to delivery, which gives him 4 weeks to enjoy, to anticipate, and to imagine, at no cost whatever. Never allow the demands of tomorrow to interfere with the pleasures and excitement of today.
What do you have,
A stripe. Certainly, my boy. A wide red stripe on each side. What do you think of that?
You'll have to excuse Winthrop, Professor. We can't get him to say 3 words a day, even to us. And if you get him to play in the band, you'll have St. Michael's own way with you. But if anybody can do it, I'll bet you can. Out of a crowd, I'll pick you for a hot carrier, clay pipe smoking, shamrock burn, harp playing, Maverick pinching, Terrence Humming singing Irishman. Big gobbins, where are you from, me boy?
Gary, Indiana.
I knew it, where did you say?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
Was she now?
Oh, why, yes. Gold medal class of '05. How do you do, Miss Peru?
How to do, Mr. Hill?
Peru. I thought the name sounded familiar. You know, I've tried to see you since the other night, but
It wasn't with Winthrop in the band! We're not interested, Mama. But Marion, the boy might have his father's musical gift. He does have my jaw, you know.
Your husband? Musical? Well, I'd like to have a talk with him. I'm sure that we
You
can come to
force
some
it
kind
on
of...
everyone's home like this, prying into personal affairs? We're not interested, Marion.
Well, that's 1 for and 1 against. Now, why don't we let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
I am sorry. That's all the more reason why your brother should have something like this. Something so grand.
My brother's a 10-year-old problem child who cannot understand why his father was taken away. Would you care to explain it to him? He's been brooding about it for 2 years. As to your musical tricks, why don't you go into business with some nice carnival man who sells gold-painted watches and glass diamond rings?
Musical tricks? Marion, I hardly believe that... You know, I have a feeling she likes the idea. Oh, a little cautious perhaps, but I admire that woman. Just keep me alive and I'll be back later in the week.
One moment, Professor. About the boy's measurements. I'll make all of his clothes. Sleeve 21, Waist 18, crotch 14.
Fine, fine. That's all I'm gonna need. Now I must get back to the hotel.
Professor! You'll have to excuse Maddie, and she's not really...
Don't worry.
Sitting.
Oh, I know all about it.
Oh, please let it be for me.
Oh, the wells, my new wagon is a moving down the street. I wish I knew what it could be. I got a full forgiveness sugar on my birthday.
March, I got a great action on.
And once I got some breakthrough from Tampa.
I've got reports in me about to bend the crosscuts.
It couldn't hurt or kiss you.
Just for me.
I got some salmon from the other last
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a home, and now I don't know how I could ever wait to meet. She could be something for someone who had no relation, but it could be something special just for me.
Men, you will each receive individual instruction in due course. In the meantime, stay off the streets and get acquainted with your instruments. And think about the minuet in G. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da, la-di-da.
Sister, isn't this the most clumsiest solid gold thing you ever saw? I never thought I'd ever see anything so clumsiest as this clumsiest solid gold thing. Oh, sister.
Well, one for you, Mr. Hill. But I better hear some bad dog tooting out them horns in pretty short order, or I'll have you in front of the grand jury down at the county seat. Seat.
Come, Lord, to dispute it.
You watch your freeze on it. Run along home if you want to. I gotta get something from the library. Tell Miss Mary about that book.
Ladies dance committee meets Tuesday nights at the high school.
Ladies, lovely. Now, Tom, take the body with you. Lovely. Oh, splendid. Now let's have your dog, Christian. Don't make me tell you again. Always keep your face to the eye. All right, Mr. Dunlop.
It's you in the sunrise. It's you in my dawn. It's you all the way into exile. It's your sweet hello, dear, that sets me on. And it's your got to go, dear, that gets me down. It's you on my pillow, in all of my dreams, till once more the morning breaks through. What words could be saner, or truer, or plainer than it's you? It's you.
Smile, girl, smile.
Hey, no kids, Miss She will have my head.
Mr. Washburn, we are entitled to 5 more minutes.
But if you think you can hold them back.
Hey, time up, Mr. Washburn. Wait till you see the new stuff Professor Hill's on us.
Well, what will it be?
There's some boobies!
Now a woman who kisses on the very first date is usually us. And a woman who kisses on the second time out is anything but pussy. But a woman who waits for the third time around, head in the clouds, feet on the ground. She's a girl, he's glad he's found. She's a shaboopy, 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 shaboopy.
The girl is going to dance.
Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy.
You can't beat her yet.
But the ones who raise their feet up on twice the eggs, and the ones more loud, and she doesn't sort to make a butt.
Too many
Your dad and I are going steady behind your back.
Why, you...
We'd rather be doing it in front of your back, but you just...
What? Never mind.
Sitting scared of you. But I'm not. I should think you hate to have your daughter scared of you. Chili Clyde.
I'm gonna warn you one more time, boy. You keep your hands off my daughter, or I'll by God horsewhip you till hell won't have again. Not one poop out of you, madam.
I think he means sweet.
Yes. Get out of this public building.
Now I got as much right to pump in as anybody.
How do you get the rights around here? By aiding and abetting the swindling activities of this spellbinding civil salesman? You know what I see written all over you, boy? Reform school. Now get out of this public building. Get out. Get out.
Papa, it's capitalists like you that make blood in the marketplace. You got it.
You watch your ways out of it. Now go home, young woman. Delaney,
I'm only trying.
you tend to your dance.
I dance?
Yes, I'll take care of Zelina. Taking up the kids from the wrong side of
Mr.
town.
Lamb, if I could only make you understand
Well, you
about...
can't.
Mr. Mayor, if you please,
I'll settle your hash later, as soon as I get these premises off my daughter. Yes.
All right, but in the meantime, I want you to know that I'm vouching for Tommy Gillis. That boy's got the confidence of every kid in town. He'll be standing in line waiting to shake his hand by the time our band has its first concert.
By the time your band has its first concert, the individual members will be attending in wheelchairs on account of their broken legs from tripping over their beards. I'll tell you something, my fine young feather. My feathered young Never mind. You're Jesse Owen Oliver. I won't take spellbinder's references, and I won't to that. You let him out of your sight, he's slipper in a Mississippi, sir.
You mean you want us to get his credentials?
Get his papers, or get him in jail. I could not make myself any clearer if I was a button-hooking well water. I'm taking up the kids from the wrong side of town. I'll see about this.
Professor Hill, I think...
And I'm afraid they tell you, I don't believe
Miss Mary?
You and Marion come up and said I've got some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Well, I'll put some on then.
Shall we set, as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call.
did I? I didn't mean
Don't give me this.
Now listen to what this man has to say. Why, you gullible green grass goats. Can't you get it through your thick heads that you're being swindled out of your eye teeth right now? Why, this very minute, there's a burglar in the bedroom while you're fiddling in the parlor. I'm talking about Harold Hill, road agent, highwayman, pickpocket. Pickpocket? Same thing. He's had his hand in your wallet, mister, and yours, madam, and even yours, little lady, ever since the first moment he came to this town. Why, there's more documented evidence than you'll ever have time to read. There isn't any band. There never has been any band. And there never will be any band. And unless you hunt this man down like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill either. He'll be on the straight out of town. Now, do you believe me? Wait. Money back, I want his high. And when you get him, bring him back to the schoolhouse. All right, Jim. You tell me, He's not anywhere out here. Let's try down by the creek.
Wait a minute here, son.
I'm not your son. Leave me go.
I want to talk to you for a minute.
I won't listen. You wouldn't tell the truth anyway.
Would to.
Would not.
Would to. Tell you anything you want to know.
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty, rotten crook?
Yes.
Let me go, you big liar.
What's the matter with you? You wanted the truth, didn't you? You might as well just stand in, take it all in, and quit wiggling. Now, there's two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. I thought so from the first. That's why I wanted you in the band. Just so you could quit moping around feeling sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
What's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
Well, actually, the other thing isn't any of your business now that I think of it.
I wish you'd never come to Wilbur City.
Oh, no, you don't, Winfrey.
Victor? You believe him?
I believe everything he ever said.
But he promised us.
I know what he promised us. And it all happened just like he said. The flags, the lights, the colors, the symbols.
What was all that?
In the way every kid in this town walked around here this summer and looked and acted. Especially you. And the parents too. Does Mama wish you never come to River City?
Well, you did, don't you?
No. Now go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor. Hurry up.
I can't go there.
Why not?
The first time in my life, I've got my foot caught.
There was